Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to get started on the San Diego event exclusive Majin Vegeta exclusive edition. So, here's a quick look at the box as we open up. And, I normally don't do box shots, but this is a special presentation as we talk about it. There we go. We get that cool and new glorious effect that we also got. Well, it's not new, but it's new in terms of only one of the mold has it. We've gotten it with the Super Saiyan 2 Goku from the other event exclusive. So, what I'm going to do is, let's open this bad boy up and let's take a look. Alright, welcome to the video. Let's get started. Here we are with Majin Vegeta. As you know, this is just a special color edition. I said spell. But yeah, here we are with our special color edition. And just like with Gohan, what happens is we have some slight retooling, some updated joints, updated plastic, but most importantly, new paint job. And on this Vegeta, I gotta say, I'm really enjoying the hair just like I did on Gohan. It's that nice shiny yellow. Ooh, what's wrong with my words? That shiny yellow. And what's crazy is, as you can see with light, it reflects light really well. Because if I turn this off, as you can see, it has a definitive sheen to it. You know what I mean? So I like to turn the lights on, give a little bit of that shine. Let me turn this, make sure it's one. Yep, there we go. But yeah, I absolutely adore this Vegeta. Majin Vegeta is one of my favorite characters. All that growth, all that characterization, and it's like, dude, he did it for all the right reasons. But here we are with our look. We have that beautiful tone. I want to get a nice, good look at our sculpt here. Look at that. That is beautiful. I like the colorization of the faces as well. Again, it just really knocks it out the park and hits home for me. Now, with that being said, when we get to like the head swap stuff, you'll see that obviously the skin tones won't match, but you'll still be able to pop in different heads and have some fun with that. Now, as far as our articulation goes, we will have our standard Vegeta articulation, which means the waist and the torso usually suffer the most. But as you can see, we can pretty much cover, we get a lower than normal T-pose, as you can see here. We do have a nice butterfly joint going forwards. We have a bicep swivel. We have our double joint. We can rock a little side to side, but even with the front, and someone mentioned to me earlier that these figures have ab limiters. I have never taken mine apart to know it, so I don't know. But I know here we have a mold that is a little older. So as you can see with parts like this, they kind of dangle out a little bit, especially with our special color one. But it should take, oh no, I popped it out. So yeah, it doesn't go as far as I would like it to. So let's pop that back in. So without pushing it to its limit or rotating our thigh swivel, this is about as far as you'll get without rotating your thigh swivel, right? Then if you rotate it out, you can obviously get just a tad bit higher, but you won't be able to get that solid articulation. But posed up though, it's probably still really good. As you can see, we have our knee, our ab crunch looking good. Let's see about the ankle pivot. Was that improved? I would say it's all about the same. We have a toe hinge as well. Like I said, we have our thigh swivel. And as far as our head goes, we can't really look up because Vegeta has an abundance of hair going out the back. We can look down though, and we all know Vegeta likes to fly above his opponents and be a jerk, so we have that. But yeah, the double joint really does help here. But let's pose him up. Let's see what we're getting with our Vegeta. And just like with Gohan, as you can see, we can actually get some really nice DBZ poses, crouched up, looking really solid. We can get, let me see if we can get a rider kick out of him by rotating that torso. Yeah, we can get a nice rider kick out of Vegeta. We can pull up and move around the torso just a tad bit. Again, I don't think outside of the shoulder tweaks that they made, I don't think there's much changes in terms of like engineering to this figure. So you kind of know what you're getting into if you've gotten the previous Majin Vegeta. But if you didn't, I'm here to help. So yeah, there you have it. Like articulation wise, I really like the butterfly joint though. That way when you power up, you look buff as hell. But yes, what we are going to do is we're going to jump into accessories. So let's get to talking about that so we can make him look good. Vegeta, the Prince of all Saiyans. Alright, now we're on to the accessories. What's really cool about this is, obviously, Majin Vegeta is a staple from the Buu saga that everyone loves. It was our version of getting him at Super Saiyan 2. It was a way for him to reach that height of power. As you can see, just like with Super Saiyan 2 Goku, you will get this effect part. And it has these beautiful effects that you can actually rotate and manipulate on a ball joint to surround the character, which I really, really love. And you can swap around their positions should you need to. And then now we're going to jump into our face sculpts and our hands. Now, I'm going to try to zoom in ever so closely, or, try to get the focus. And here we are with our beautiful off to the side sculpt. And this is obviously important because it also has that vein, which is hilarious. I love that. But it also pairs really well, obviously, with the hand of that signature stance that Vegeta takes during the Buu Saga. I was about to call it the Cell Saga, but y'all know what the hell I meant, right? Then we have our grit teeth sculpt. Obviously, Vegeta's hair is a big staple, so it's a part of him. We have our laughing sculpt. This is really, really nice. And again, I want to make sure I do cool photos enough to capture that with him. This one also has 2 veins along each side of his big ass forehead. Alright. Then we will go with our smirking sculpt. Again, there are a lot of cool things that you can do with Vegeta, and standing there and making him look cool is probably one of the easiest things you can do because Vegeta's that cool. You'll also get 2 sets, well, not 2 sets, 1 pair of Ki Blast hands. And these are actually arced, so that the way they're actually angled in a way that they look like Ki Blast out the hands. Pretty important. And then you have the martial arts hands. So that's what you'll get for accessories with Vegeta. And again, I'm here for making them look pretty, so I hope you guys will enjoy the photos at the end. Now we're going to jump into size comparisons and head swaps, talk about our Vegetas. I'll see you guys in a sec. Alright, now we're going to jump into the size comparisons. I'm going to do some size comparisons first, then do some head swaps. I'm pretty sure you guys seen all the stuff already, but let's have some fun. Here we are with the original Majin Vegeta, and after playing with it, I noticed there's color differences between the two. Mine's has some discoloration. Obviously, it's different sets of plastics in the torso and the crotch area. This one seems to be a more even blue. And if I bring these guys a little bit closer, you'll notice that there's actually a little bit of a whitewash here in the knees. And it looks good. Now, what's crazy about it, though, is I really like that even though the skin tones are different, under lighting, it looks like they can match. So that means if you wanted to swap around, you probably could have a bit of fun with it. Then we have, because, tons of Vegetas. Here we are with the new Vegeta that actually just came out recently. And this one has a close hair color to that of the exclusive one. Not the same, but it is close enough. So that's actually pretty cool. What I want to do is I want to take these guys away. I want to compare some other Dragon Ball guys. So here we are with Superhero Piccolo. And I know Piccolo wasn't that big by the time the Buu Saga was around, but it's one of those things I'm like, this is pretty cool. And I just realized I also forgot to take out a few other figures. So I'm actually going to break up this size comparison so I can add some more stuff. Then I want to throw in my main man, Jiren. So you can see, like, Vegeta's a small guy, and next to bigger characters, he looks even more tiny, which is pretty cool. I like the idea of this, because Vegeta's a short dude. Vegeta's our Wolverine. For those, that are thinking, what could be compared? He would be Dragon Ball's Wolverine. He's fearsome, he's everywhere, and everyone loves him in, like, the craziest way. So here we are with two different versions of Goku. We have our Super Saiyan 2 Goku, which I feel like pairs very well with the Majin Vegeta. It's pretty perfect. Then we have our full power Goku. So yeah. So we have some changes, some things, but as you can see, their hair is pretty good to each other. Now, I'm going to take a quick break so I can break out a few more Dragon Ball figures to compare to. I don't want to make sounds and waste your time. So I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, now we're going to get back to it. Now, because I wanted to throw in this Vegeta, I want to talk about how the skin tones match enough that you would be able to, if the pegs work, obviously, you could swap heads and have a casual Vegeta or a Majin Vegeta on a slightly updated body. Because this one is actually, it's a little bit more bulky. So as you can see, that's a little thin. But, you can actually, you can have your choices. You can have your choices. And that's pretty cool. And I know, we don't have a Kid Buu yet. But I do enjoy the fact that I love the idea that if Majin and Super Buu really had it out, like, who knows what would have happened. So I love the size of these two next to each other. And just for giggles, because we already know Dragon Ball guys don't like to mix and match, but this one is for giggles. Like, because the original Dragon Ball universe kind of had a little bit more fun. I always thought about what would happen if Goku had fought in a Kinnikuman tournament, or if he had ever, well, Goku I said, but in this case we're using Vegeta, or if he met up with a Kamen Rider. And as you can see, Vegeta is still a small dude, even amongst other small figures, which is really dope, because that's a true testament to them trying to stick to that size. And then as far as other domestic figures, here's a quick look with a Lightning Collection Power Ranger and a Cosmic Legion Oleg Thygar. So as you can see here, your boy is small. But yeah, this has been one of those things where it's been really fun to jump back into Dragon Ball. And I know I don't have as many figures as I used to, but I still have a few left, so that's pretty exciting. So hopefully I can give you guys some really cool photos. Again, thank you, Bandai, for the opportunity and allowing me to do this. And then I want to do it behind the scenes where, again, I'll tell you how to get your tickets. So I'm going to save that for the end because I feel like it's a more worthy thing to be cool. So yeah, later. All right, so we're going to go over some head swaps at the end that apparently I forgot about. So let's also talk about getting your tickets. If you want to go to San Diego, well, if you're already at San Diego Comic-Con, because you obviously had to buy your tickets already, you're going to go down to the Marina Trench and get your Dragon Ball exclusive online ticket, where you're going to be able to line up and get your exclusive later with the help of your ticket. So don't forget to do that. The booth number, I believe, is 3359. But let me double check that right now. And I want to talk about our head sculpt. So you can actually swap each one interchangeably, which is going to show how they look. But the coolest thing about that being is that, and this is the really cool part, this head actually has a slightly different neck peg, so it fits a little bit different. But otherwise, it can work. It really can. So that it's one of those things I'm like, oh, this is quite the approval. And yeah, it's going to be booth 3329. I had to double check within my phone. So we already know we tried this head sculpt on. This is going to be our exclusive body right here with our normal head. So let's actually try it out. And it works. The sculpt coloring is not the same, but actually let me turn on this front light because it is daylight now as I filmed this one, whereas I originally intended to film at night. I had to play catch up. As you can see, this works. Doesn't jiggle around. It's not loose. They use the same neck peg. When you pop on this sculpt, as you can see, this one sits a little bit lower, but does look really good here. And I like the idea of this. Then also, we have our original head, but then we have that new Vegeta head that I talked about. And let's do it. Let's pop it on now. And this also looks really, really good. So again, for the most part, all the other Vegeta heads look really good. I don't have my Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, or Super Saiyan Blue as they would say, here with me. It's in storage, but I'm going to try to find a way to pop in a photo of that somewhere along the lines. So yeah. Just want to make sure I showed you guys that. And also, I didn't do my signature sign off because I wanted to jump into this, but my schedule has been so crazy. So again, guys, thank you so much for watching, sticking it out as I try new things in the video. But most of all, please be good, do good, drink your water, guys. Later.